Should I break up with my girlfriend? I need some advice. I've been growing increasingly tired of my girlfriend's push and pull behavior. She keeps asking me to talk more to her, but whenever we hang out, she always invites someone else, and they end up talking for hours, completely ignoring me. Recently, my illness has worsened, making it hard for me to give her the attention and love she needs. For months, I've been trying to get back to how things used to be, constantly updating her throughout my day, but now I'm just burned out. I find myself zoning out all the time, with no motivation to even use my phone. Now she is constantly wanting my attention that I cannot give all the time, especially these days she knows about my illness, and maybe it's just not an excuse to not give her the attention and affection she needs. Then my birthday came. I'm not big on birthdays, they don't feel special to me. I prefer to treat it like any other day. She wanted to come over with her friends to celebrate, but I opposed it, suggesting we spend it together another day, just the two of us. She kept insisting on bringing friends along, which made me feel like she's not comfortable being alone with me. It sucks, but I think breaking up might be the best option. Maybe it'll give her the comfort she needs. I need help deciding. I feel like there is no good scenario in this. Edit. I really don't have any straws to hold on for this one. We're just constantly getting hurt because of nonsense arguments. I had an affair with my best friend one day. She told me she was in love with me and had been for some time. She's engaged, but they supposedly have an open relationship, the just don't do it in front of me kind. She asked me not to say anything to her partner until she was ready to. Her partner and I have become friends over the years, and she knew it could upset them if she said, "Hey, I want to invite my BFF into our thing." So she wanted to make sure we'd mesh romantically before she changed the dynamic of her primary relationship. I know next to nothing about non-monogamy, but it made sense to me at the time, and I respected her wishes. It was amazing in the beginning. I've never been more in love. I would periodically ask her how she feels about everything and if she's ready to tell her partner about us. She said everything was great with us and that she was planning to leave her partner soon, so it wouldn't matter. We talked about getting married. Within a couple of months, her and her partner strengthened their relationship, and the stronger they got, the less affection she showed me. She slowly stopped showing affection at all, and we broke off the romantic side of the things altogether. I'm having a really hard time with it, to be honest. I'm upset with her. I'm upset with myself. I'm still in love with her. I don't even want to be with her anymore. I realize now that I was love-bombed and discarded, but I still have very strong residual feelings. I don't want to. No one in my personal life knows any of this. We all have mutual friends and social circles. They're not out as an open couple, so we never told anyone. And now, I'm her dirty secret. If I tell anyone, it will eventually get back to her partner and implode her life. Just found out my childhood best friend and ex-husband dated after our divorce. Long story short, my ex-husband and I separated in 2021, and the divorce was finalized in 2022. It came after months of him wanting to try an open marriage and other less conventional marriage styles. In 2021, I gave in, and we tried having an open relationship. During this time, my childhood best friend visited town for the first time in years, and we had her over for dinner. After the evening, my ex shared with me that she was really cute. Although we had an open marriage at this time, I shared with him that I wasn't comfortable with him pursuing a close friend of mine. I thought we moved on. Fast forward to today. My friend shares a memory on her Snap story that includes her in a group setting for a past birthday, holding hands with my ex. I pondered reaching out to her about it, and after going back and forth, I finally did. She came clean and told me that about 1 month post-separation, he reached out to her and they started seeing each other. He even drove to her state to visit her. Their relationship lasted a few months, and then she called it off when he became too needy. Presently, I'm remarried now to my soulmate and couldn't be happier in life. So I feel like it isn't my place to feel extremely hurt about this. But I do. I feel like my previous marriage failed all because he wanted my best friend. I feel betrayed by her. And oddly by him. I don't know who else to talk about this with. I found out my mom and brother are making OF content together. For context, I'm 16 female and my mom, 40 female, always favored my older brother, 24 male over me, and my other brothers 22 male, 20 male, and 18 male. I'm the youngest out of all and them and the only girl. You would think my mother would, want to be close with me, but guess not. I've been staying at my aunt's since everything has happened, and my mom texted me a whole paragraph and basically was being mean and saying some harsh things to me. My older brother also called and began going off on me and just saying so many bad things about me. My other brothers came over to my aunt's house, sat me down, and basically told me my mom and older brother were sleeping together. First I was like, sleeping in the same bed? Okay, why did they sit me down to tell me this? Then they were like, no, like actually sleeping together and making OF content. I was shocked to say the least. This was something I always had a thought about, but for my brothers to actually tell me they were doing this broke my heart. My brothers found a calendar that had all the dates they would film their videos. My dad died just a few months ago, and the calendar had video planning all the way back to 2022, so my mom was cheating on my dad with my brother, which made me almost throw up. My dad was my rock, the parent that I would choose any day. To find out my mom was cheating on him made me hate her even more, and even worse, it was my brother. Her son, the one she birthed, and I found out the date they planned to film an OF video was the day my dad died. In my other Reddit post, I mentioned my mom not being in the hospital because she was trying to get my brother to see my dad. Turns out they were just making a video. I hated my mom for not being there, but I just want to hurt her and him for deciding an OF video was more important than my dad. I wonder if my dad knew about the cheating and the OF. It's probably bad of me to say this, but I hope he didn't. He was already upset my mom wasn't there, but if he knew the real reason she wasn't there, he would have been torn, and I wanted him to go out peacefully. I'm so pissed about this. I've been crying, screaming, punching pillows, and just having a mental breakdown. I calm down, then I think about the situation again, and I'm riled up again. I haven't called my mom or brother because if I see or hear them again, I might just hurt them. My brothers are trying their best to make sure I'm okay, and all of this is just too much for me. My boyfriend resents me. My boyfriend resents me because I told him about my trauma. My trauma includes my previous toxic relationship where I had been SA'd plus a myriad of childhood issues. I have been in therapy for 3 to 4 years now. For context, my friend had made a joke about SA, and under my breath I regrettably said, "Been there, done that." My BF heard. Later that night he asked about it and I told him. I told him about it. For months I wish I never did. I regret it. Our arguments stemmed from that. That was the common denominator for most of them. He resents me for telling him, and honestly, I don't really blame him at all. I feel absolutely horrible. If I had known this would be the outcome, I'd have never said anything. I have this unwavering guilt and I just want to fix this so badly. We're on a break, gone no contact. I feel absolutely awful. I love him to death and I did this. I hurt him by telling him about my past. Has anyone else gone through this? How did you navigate it?